Hello everybody, and welcome to SpeedGaming 4. I'm your host this evening, the Cheese Reaver, and tonight in the Super Metroid multi-category tournament, we have Andrew versus LakeDemon, and they have chosen the most, let's say, exciting of categories, reverse boss order. They decided to take the order that Deer Force intended for you to defeat the bosses and just turn it completely on its head. We're gonna see Hell Runs. We're gonna see Suitless Meridia. We're gonna see Kraid killed last. It's a weird world we live in, but it should be a lot of fun. So the gate has been dropped in SRL, so we are just waiting on stream delay to catch up. So the way we got to a reverse boss order was LakeDemon vetoed any percent all bosses, and then Fuzda vetoed GT Classic, and here we are. Looking at PBs for this, Andrew has a PB for RBO of 112.48, whereas LakeDemon is sporting a 219.24. So if it's just the PBs running, it's a pretty significant difference. But RBO is a category where very little has to go wrong for you to lose a ton of time. And they are off. Series station is, of course, the same no matter what category you're running, unless you're running a randomizer, in which case you don't do series station. And really all our runners are going to want to do is get damage down to 24 energy as quickly as humanly possible, and then leave. You want to make sure to get struck by Ridley's tail, not Ridley's body. The body does not do as much damage as the tail. It will take an extra hit to take you down below 30 health, which is the magic number. Looks like we've got a bit of stream stop for stream sync. And there we go. I would give Andrew about a half. LakeDemon actually got the series escape a little faster, 45.73 versus 45.80. And this is, of course, the planet where we will spend the rest of the game. Zebes, Zebus, Zebes. I don't know, there's lots of ways to say it. Who knows what Deer Force intended. So we will, of course, have our runners run left to start the game. Unfortunately, they cannot go right because they will very quickly run into a green door and don't have any super missiles, so they're not going to get very far. We are going to see our runners do a lot of very strange things while running RBO, but going through green doors without super missiles is not one of those things. Looks like LakeDemon got a nice moonfall down the parlor. And is also moonfalling down the climb. Andrew, on the other hand, I guess not a moonfaller. So that will give LakeDemon a minor edge here, about the length of the pit room. I think I would call it Zebus if I wasn't thinking about it, but it's very difficult to say it without thinking about it and then pronounce it 5 or 6 different ways. Our runners will, of course, find the morphing ball on the morph pedestal. It is the morphing ball, not the morph ball. I know, weird, but true. Need to make sure to have that ready. Sorry, I had forgotten to grab something, but now I have. Of course, our runners will pick up the alpha missiles. That was weird. My link to the commentator controls appears to be, I don't know, acting strange. Alright. So, runners go up the elevator. We may see our runners head straight back down the elevator. Alright, LakeDemon not going to. And Andrew neither. So some runners you will see go straight back down and grab the E-Tank out of Retro Bren. Oh, nope, looks like LakeDemon is going to do that. He was just going ahead and clearing out the pirates. So we will see LakeDemon go down and grab the E-Tank using a D-boost, the ceiling E-Tank. LakeDemon gets the D-boost nicely. Of course, Andrew picks up the bombs, but unfortunately, the Terizo that was holding them is really mad about that. Tracy's saying you do have to clear the pirates prior to going back for that. I wasn't sure. RBO is not one of the categories I run regularly, or ever. Andrew finished it off BT, gets health bombed, so has 0 missiles. LakeDemon doing a nice ledge grab climb. Andrew going with the kill the pirates and wait out the drops strat to make sure that he has the 5 missiles. LakeDemon opens up the bombs. You don't have to do as much farming. Alright, Andrew picks up the early. There we go. LakeDemon picks up the E-Tank and Terminator. As Andrew knows one of those routes, there are a ton of safeties you can pick up, but of course each one you do costs you time. Tuesday does grab the charge beam and the charge missiles. Supers. Andrew enters Red Tower, and I expect we will very quickly see him head up. Because one thing we're going to have to see our runners do is grab a good bit more ammo than you see in most categories. Partially for using, but mostly for crystal flashing in Lower Norfair. Andrew going to spend a little bit of time here in the Hellway to fill up that reserve tank. LakeDemon picks up the charge missiles, and we'll go pick up the charge beam. Andrew, unfortunately, getting chomped by the Vileplume. We'll go and grab Alpha Power Bombs, and then we will see him head up and grab Beta Power Bombs as well. Oh, not gonna grab Beta Power Bombs. Well, Andrew totally showed me. also entering Red Tower. We have sort of a high five in Red Tower between our runners, though Andrew heading down, LakeDemon heading up, and Andrew's gonna go pick up Spazer. As LakeDemon is gonna go to the Hellway, and unfortunately gets damaged right down into some spikes and takes a decent bit, and is also going to want to farm up and fill up that reserve tank. And just with those spike hits, it'll take a little longer. Alright, LakeDemon heading down to Alpha Power Bombs, as Andrew is going to head down into Norfair. Has 111 energy, plus whatever is in his reserve, which should be full right now. We'll be able to grab an E-Tank here at the front side of High Jump. And I would put Andrew in the lead, so I'm going to switch to his audio. We'll pick up those High Jump boots. Everybody loves them, and in RBO you definitely don't want to try to do a bootless lava dive. That's just asking to die. Andrew gonna catch a save here at the business center. And LakeDemon gonna pick up that Spazer. And Andrew gonna start the first of many hell runs that we'll see in this race. 2 E-Tank, 1 reserve, Cathedral Hell Run. Not the most fun thing in the world. Andrew really clearing through it nicely. Had to stop for a second on those fire bats, and we'll need to pop that reserve. And whew, makes it to Bull Mountain with 7 energy. Drop Powerbomb and hope to get a little bit of health. Just really wants enough health to be able to get to a farming spot. LakeDemon, on the other hand, having that second E-Tank already is gonna go grab Ice Beam and then head back, and then we'll be able to refill with the E-Tank that is at High Jump boots. So that will help. Andrew up to 116 energy, so he's going to head up to the speed booster farm spot. And we'll see him do some power farming here. As LakeDemon heads into the high jump boot area and grabs that E-Tank for a nice free refill. LakeDemon grabbed that Ice Beam, but then now has turned it off. It's going to speed his farming up significantly, of course. The Ice Beam adding an extra shot to every farm. It's not a good way to gain health. Andrew is now making his hell run down and has grabbed the speed booster. Very important item. Will make it where he no longer has to go through the cathedral if he needs to get back towards business center. And we're getting some those weird almost moonwalky steps that sometimes happen. It's a bug with Speed Booster while you're taking heat damage. If you're out of area and you're using Speed Booster, you'll get some weird hitches in Samus's step. And Andrew, unfortunately, takes a dip in the lava, so he's going to need to farm up a little more health here. It looks like we are being raided by SpeedGaming Portuguese too. And Andrew are going to head over to Wave as LakeDemon catches the Bubble Mountain save. I didn't see whether we saw Andrew grab the save here or not. Andrew grabs the Wave Missile as LakeDemon heads into Speed Booster to do some farming. Has the goal and has made it to the farm spot safely. And Andrew picks up that Wave Beam. Now with the Charge Wave Spazer. And is going to try to make it back to Bubble Mountain without popping that reserve. Ooh, doesn't quite make it. Now we will likely see Andrew make his way towards Crocomire. The grapple. Nope. That's not where we're going to see him go. I just don't know anything, apparently. Or may go to Ice and then go to Croc from there. Not sure. The drops for LakeDemon were pretty brutal. Andrew gonna head back up the elevator. Probably gonna head towards Brenstar then and do some cleanup. LakeDemon has picked up that Speed Booster. And will now farm up prior to going to grab Wave. We'll see Andrew head back up Red Tower. And head into Brenstar. Now that we are in Big Pink, a lot of items for Andrew to be able to pick up here. Looks like we're gonna see the waterway check, or the waterway grab first. I'm very used to commentating a randomizer, so I will call lots of things checks that aren't. They're just, that's the item that's there. And uh-oh, LakeDemon takes a hit. LakeDemon is gonna need some lucky drops here, and oh, that is unfortunately gonna be a death by LakeDemon. He did catch a save at Bubble Mountain, but I believe that was prior to his speed booster grab. So is gonna lose a decent chunk of time with unfortunately doing RBO. There's so much heated room farming that you lose a lot of time just doing heated room farming. And unfortunately, he'll lose a bunch of time from that. Andrew misplaces that first power bomb coming out of Waterway. And now we're going to see the Spore Spawn skip. Andrew gets it, no problem, first try. get himself another pack of power bomb, or not power bomb, super missiles. The power bombs are Mission Impossible. Alright, LakeDemon farming up at the speed booster spot again. Is Andrew gonna head in the wave gate? Has the wave beam, so doesn't have to do any super missile shenanigans. As LakeDemon grabs that speed booster once again. And LakeDemon is back on the farm train. Andrew not grabbing the power bombs from Mission Impossible. Ah, only had one power bomb. So he'll do Eticoons first and grab that on the way back. Andrew grabs the E-Tank from Eticoons, the super missiles. Boom. Fortunately, takes the spike hit, so really needs to make that jump. And it's going to be tight getting back to Bubble Mountain with this health, but he can do it. And he makes it. 46 energy, no problems. And Andrew heading up. So I expect we're going to see Andrew grab the landing site power bombs. As LakeDemon is taking on the 8-eyed Wonder Crocomire. This is in rando, so you can't bet on him. You know exactly what he's holding, but you're going to need that grapple beam eventually, so... Andrew grabs landing site PBs. That's going to do the wraparound shot to grab the Gauntlet E-Tank. Looks like Andrew is going for the short charge here. Spark his way out of Gauntlet. Must just not want to burn the time in power bombs. This is not an easy spark to get. Meanwhile, LakeDemon sparking over towards Croc PBs. And Andrew deciding to just go through Gauntlet with some of those power bombs. D-boost his way through. And he's gonna head out the backside. Doesn't really care about those missiles, just wants to leave Gauntlet. As LakeDemon grabs the grapple beam from Croc. Looks like we're gonna see the climb supers here. Didn't like his approach that time. Gets it that time though, and grabs climb supers. done with the croc area. Now, leave Crocomire behind. While Andrew can head into Retro Brinstar. As LakeDemon is heading up out of Norfair. Gonna go to some of the clears now that Andrew has recently done. Though LakeDemon has already gotten the Retro E-Tank that we're about to see Andrew grab. Having those high jump boots. Andrew doesn't grab the power bombs from Retro Brin. Does that mean he has the equipment that he wants to head into Lower Norfair? Well, we'll see him grab ice and head to Croc and then probably head into Lower Norfair. Unless he double dips Meridia. Which, not, well, no, he wouldn't want to break the tube yet. LakeDemon doing the reverse meme route and gonna head up towards Climb Supers. I'm not familiar enough with the exact route that Andrew runs to know why he skipped those power bombs in Retro Brin. As LakeDemon grabs Climb Supers. Andrew gonna take the speedway down towards Croc. As LakeDemon heads up to landing site, I'm sure we're gonna see the landing site PBs. Doesn't quite have enough health to just go, so it's gonna stop at the ship first. It does have that spark charged. LakeDemon gonna go for the Shine Spark there. Doesn't quite grab it. But will grab the landing site power bombs. As Andrew is slowly but surely backing Crocomire into the acid. LakeDemon going for the wraparound shot. Gauntlets work. honking on the spark over to Croc PB's. But of course, manages to grab those. LakeDemon headed back towards Brinstar. Expect we're going to see the Etacoons, possibly a waterway. Pull down towards them. Andrew farming up a few power bombs. And looks like he's going to go grab cosine missiles. Or nope. Just as LakeDemon does some cleanup here at Etacoons. Alright, Andrew grabbing the Croc save, so I expect his next destination is going to in fact be Lower Norfair. Meanwhile, in Big Pink, the only gum with the breath-freshening power of ham, LakeDemon is gonna head up towards Mission Impossible. Andrew with his first power bomb not optimally placed. Going into his lava dive. And that's going to be death. So that is one death on either side for each runner. LakeDemon picking up the Spore Spawn most of the supers without having to kill Spore Spawn. Alright, Andrew changing his loadout a little bit. For waterway. Andrew going for Lava Dive Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. And gets it on his second Lava Dive attempt. We'll grab the save here just before Lower Norfair. LakeDemon is heading over to grab that waterway E-tank. He is on this elevator. We'll have to Crystal Flash shortly. That will be Crystal Flash number 1 of Lower Norfair. comes the dreaded heated green gate glitch. And Andrew gets it first try. And we'll drop a power bomb to farm some supers off of these rippers. Meanwhile, LakeDemon making his way back to Red Tower, and I expect we don't have much longer before we will see him take a sojourn into Lower Norfair. It's Andrew going to pick up the screw attack, and probably wants the supers out of GT. And looks like no LakeDemon. Ooh, tries to do the tube strat, the super jump strat there. Unfortunately, doesn't quite get it. He's gonna dip into Meridia. We're gonna see him wait for this grab. Meanwhile, Andrew taking on GT. I'm not sure exactly how many shots it takes with that beam combo, but I'm sure he knows. LakeDemon thus far having a pretty nice main street. Freezes the fish in a good spot. Doesn't quite manage the jump, but gets back on the fish. We'll see what all he grabs while he's here. I expect we'll definitely see crab supers. Andrew gonna have some problems here in about 2 seconds. And that is unfortunately a death by Andrew. But does have his save here at the top of Lower Norfair. Andrew going to do his first Crystal Flash in this trip through Lower Norfair, as LakeDemon heads over towards Mama Turtle. Wants that E-Tank. Might want the missiles, but I kind of doubt it. I'm sure it's just about the E-Tank. Alright, Andrew going for the green gate glitch again. Let's see how many tries. 5 tries. Not the worst. Getting trolled a little bit by the rippers, but his health in that room doesn't matter too much because he's going to take a trip into the recharge room regardless. And LakeDemon has grabbed Mama Turtle's E-Tank up at 9 plus a reserve now. Be careful about these pink pirates because they hurt. It's not pleasant to get shot by them. Or touched them. Alright, Andrew going to farm up a few supers off of these rippers. That is the strat I've seen most. Andrew is going to head into GT again as LakeDemon heads back into Norfair, and I expect we'll shortly be joining Andrew in Lower Norfair. Puts a couple of charge shots into GT before before switching to supers, and then switches back right at 10 supers, preserving that crystal flash ammo. As LakeDemon is just farming up the croc spot. Alright, Andrew's health in a slightly better position here. Still has his reserve tank. Does not get very good health drops, but should really not have any trouble making it into the recharge room. Does now have, though, enough ammo for Alright, meanwhile, LakeDemon starting his lava dive. Ooh, bonks its head. That is going to be a death in the lava dive for LakeDemon. Andrew going through worst room in the game. Has those high jump boots, so it's not too bad. Into Amphitheater, probably the most dangerous room in this run, and that's a death by Andrew. Amphitheater is dangerous, yo, especially if you don't have gravity suit. Alright, maybe not the most dangerous room, but an exceedingly dangerous room. LakeDemon is headed back over, and it's time for another lava dive. As Andrew does a nice job on his green gate glitch, and is going to head over to grab screw attack again. Oh no, that's bad for LakeDemon. I don't know that he can make it out. Ooh, especially not taking that Namahe hit. That's unfortunately another lava dive death there for LakeDemon. Andrew picks up that screw attack. Andrew back at GT. Grabs those supers. It's 24 supers. It's probably going to fire off, I expect. Let's see. Gets it this time. And he's out of the lava. He should be able to make it to the save room with no trouble, as Andrew is out of GT and back in the recharge room. See Andrew farm up some supers here on these rippers. Probably to his full 25. As we see our first crystal flash from LakeDemon. LakeDemon has 10 attempts here at the green gate glitch. Gets it on his second try, very nicely done. Drops the power bomb to farm up some supers. And it's gonna farm up a few more supers off these rippers. Andrew, once again, in worst room of the game, can make it up no real problem with those high jump boots. LakeDemon grabbing that screw attack. Andrew not take the fire fleas. And will be very happy to grab himself an E-tank and some power bombs. Alright, LakeDemon on the other hand, just starting up GT fight. Andrew going to bypass the three amigos and won't have any trouble with them anyway because of that screw attack. Will grab the pre-Ridley save as LakeDemon does have to burn the reserve post-GT, but as long as he gets a decent drop, should be alright. He should still be able to make it to the recharge room, but it is going to be a spicy one. 16 energy, no problem. Did LakeDemon not grab the supers? He did not. He will now. Well, Andrew has made it through Wasteland and is going to take on the Kung Fu Pirates. Runs into one of them. It's not a good way to be. LakeDemon trying to get the jump escape with this, but really wants to refill that health prior to doing that. About to start his pre-Ridley farm. Or his pre-Ridley Crystal Flash. Oh, and doesn't quite get the bomb off in time. And yes, in fact, everybody was Kung Fu fighting, in case you're wondering. Not just some, not even most, all of them. No doubt the pre-Ridley room is dangerous. As Andrew once again makes his way through the wasteland. LakeDemon now heading into the rest of Lower Norfair. Grabs his suit and is going to get himself a fast pillars here. And LakeDemon is up the worst room in the game. And now gonna head into Amphitheater. LakeDemon's health not great, but just really has to make it to Fire Fleas with a little bit of health. to be able to take the 1D boost. And whew, it's going to be close, but he's got enough. Alright, Andrew. Up to Crystal Flash. Looks like he got the bomb off in time this time. Did. Turns off Ice and Spazer, so we are going to see some X-Factor strats. As the LakeDemon picks up that E-Tank and is super happy to see it. Andrew not getting very lucky with these super drops. Andrew now topped off on super missiles. We'll now begin the X-Factoring. Oh, misses one particle. Not gonna have as fun a time here against Ridley as he had hoped. Ooh, takes a tail hit. That's not good. And ooh, unfortunately, Andrew taking a death against Ridley. LakeDemon, meanwhile, taking on the Kung Fu Pirates. As LakeDemon makes his way through the Powerhouse room. Not the Powerhouse, it's the Plower House. Not sure why. LakeDemon kind of farming up a little bit along the way. Has to watch his health though. Let's go ahead and Crystal Flash, and he will. LakeDemon just trying to farm up supers. Didn't see him switch anything off, though he still has the time to, of course, so then Andrew did. Looks like he's trying to X-Factor, but does not have the power bomb selected. That is unfortunate. Alright, Andrew is about to drop his Crystal Flash. LakeDemon has unfortunately missed a couple of supers here, so we'll have to supplement with missiles and probably some charge shots. And that is a dead Ridley for LakeDemon. And we'll be able to grab Ridley's E-Tank. We'll just want to do enough farming to get one more Crystal Flash worth of ammo, and then we'll want to make his way out of Lower Norfair. And I'd say that Ridley kill gives LakeDemon the current lead, so let's switch to his audio. And alright, gets all the particles this time. Has one missing on the second one, but gets it. Alright, LakeDemon now has the Crystal Flash ammo that he's looking for. Lower Norfair music. It's amazing for audio switching. Alright, Andrew. Ridley is awfully close to dead. gotta be close. Uh-oh. Oh, and Andrew taking the double hit from the tail. And that is unfortunately another death for Andrew. So we will see a, we'll have a high five here at the Three Amigos. I'm sure it's got a real name, but I call them the Three Amigos, because they're not the Three Musketeers. Alright, and LakeDemon locking in that Ridley death with a save. I like it. RBO is hard. LakeDemon needs to take just a little bit more damage. Not a flame's worth. Just needs to drop into a heated room for like a half second. There you go. And there's the Crystal Flash for LakeDemon. Got here with better health this time? I mean, he's still gonna have the Crystal Flash, but he'll be able to farm up a little more beforehand. Or, no, he's already at full super, so farming doesn't actually help him. Alright, LakeDemon is almost back to Bubble Mountain. And LakeDemon has made it back to Bubble Mountain. That is it for heated runs. LakeDemon gonna farm up a little bit before heading into Meridia. As Andrew is still doing that pre-Ridley farm. Trying to just get a couple more supers. Alright, and Andrew once again gonna head into Ridley. Gonna start with an X Factor. Third bounce. Gets the X Factor. Gets another one. Misses just the one particle, but gets it on the rebound. That is a very nice manipulation there. And LakeDemon gonna farm up the Speedway a couple of times to grab some power bombs. So Andrew Ridley is now pink, so he's gonna fire those supers in. Should be able to. Uh-oh, double tail hit. Oh! And Andrew, unfortunately, taking another double tail hit. He doesn't acknowledge the fact that he's dead. Alright, and now LakeDemon going to head into some suitless Meridia. From the banger alert that is Lower Norfair to the soothing tones of Meridia. I say soothing, they're really more haunting than soothing, but, you know. Suitless tail hit is, I want to say 120? But I'm sure somebody in chat will correct me. LakeDemon going to begin the long process of slowly making his way across Everest. One of the only rooms that really the only room that I'm aware of that's actually easier to do suitless than not. At least if you're doing grapple strats. Alright, next week we're going to see ourselves grapple jump. And there we are. Perfect first try. And will now make his way towards the sea snack baboon. Just give himself a nice little ice clip here. Nicely done. Andrew waiting on his reserve to pop so that he can Crystal Flash. Gets off the Crystal Flash. Switches his beams around for the X Factors. And LakeDemon is going to take on the Sea Snack Baboon. And he has murdered the Sea Snack Baboon. X-ray, so I don't expect any of them to, either of them obviously, to do any X-ray climbing to get out of the precious room. That is a dead pterodactyl. Space pelican. You know what? Ridley's not a pterodactyl. Ridley doesn't deserve the title of pterodactyl. Ridley is a space pelican. Alright, so Andrew now just has to make his way out of Lower Norfair as LakeDemon is making his way into the Coliseum. A not very fun room when you don't have a suit and or space jump. Though if you've got space jump, not having a suit's not too bad. LakeDemon doesn't quite get the jump onto those spikes, so we'll have to use the backup. LakeDemon grabs the pre-Dragon save. And Andrew doesn't catch the post-Ridley save. And does not have enough ammo to Crystal Flash. And unfortunately, we have a dot forfeit from Fusta. Or, sorry, Andrew. His name is SRL Fusta, sorry. LakeDemon now waiting out the swoops on Dragon. How many swoops are we talking here? Alright, gets picked up in the Crystal Flash. Now has that stored suit. And we'll be able to head over and hopefully get a nice quick grapple kill here. I did not count the number of swoops, but it was certainly a lot of them. And LakeDemon gets a nice quick grapple kill there. LakeDemon gonna grab that space jump, which is going to make his reverse traversal of Coliseum significantly easier. Unfortunately, Andrew forgot to farm up LakeDemon with a very nice grapple escape. And now we will see the spark out of Precious. And LakeDemon gonna grab the post-Dragon save. He does know, well, assuming he's watching the SRL chat, he does know that all he now has to do is finish. So, not surprised to see him take that save, and really that's a good save anyway. We'll see, will LakeDemon go pick up Plasma? He may or may not. I kinda doubt it. We will likely just see a trip to the Forgotten Highway. Looks like LakeDemon is gonna go grab that Plasma. That will speed things along. Grabs the Plasma Beam, now has that full beam combo. Doesn't have X-ray, so won't be able to microwave Phantoon, but will still be able to put a hurt on Phantoon with that beam combo. Now we will see LakeDemon take the Forgotten Highway. The Forgotten Meme Way, if you will. It's meme-tastic. LakeDemon taking the elevator up towards the wrecked ship. We'll just have to run in, re-kill the elephant ghost. Then go kill Kraid. Hopefully we don't see any zombie Kraids today. LakeDemon going through the deactivated spiky room of death, and apparently, if the power's not on, spikes somehow don't do damage to you. Still have never figured that one out. Oh, that's a train. My apologies if you guys can hear that train. And while LakeDemon is waiting on Fantoon to spawn, do us all a favor. I'm going to give you my little spiel. You should give these runners a follow. They race on the internet for free for you, and the least you can do is to just go follow them. It's worth it. You'll make their day. And I mean, literally, it's hitting a couple buttons on the internet. It's not hard to do. And LakeDemon finishes off the Elephant Ghost. That Charge Ice Wave Plasma combo proving to be too much for the already dead elephant. Yeah. And so now we've got all LakeDemon has to do is go murder Kraid, and then go kill Mother Brain. I mean, to be fair, this one. Alright, so this one isn't entirely free. Well, it's free for you to watch. There is prize money towards this, or in this tournament, brought to us, or provided by Balls, Guarana, and Mega Cat Studios. So that's true. But they're not charging you anything to watch it. So I still say it's free, sort of. Well, it's free for you. And of course, if you have time, please do check out the links for Balls, Guarana, and Mega Cat Studios. If that's true, then he may in fact not be a LakeDemon, or he could be just a very specific LakeDemon. But alright. LakeDemon gonna do the best moonfall in the game. Oh. Didn't quite get it. Shortened the best moonfall in the game just a little bit. And this category, those of you out there who aren't super familiar with all the different categories, will get to see a treat that you only get to see in one other category that I'm aware of. We will be approaching Turian from a different angle. Any percent all bosses is the only other category that I'm aware of that you see people approach Turian from the left. So that's always fun, to see something a little different. And barring catastrophic collapse, this will be a pretty significant PB for LakeDemon in the RBO category. At least on the tournament page, his RBO PB is listed at 2 hours and 19 minutes and 24 seconds. crate quick kill, so we are going to see a stand up here. But it won't be a very long crate stand up. To be fair, if you go into crate with low health and you miss the quick kill and you're not used to missing it, the crate fight can troll you pretty hard. I have seen it happen in randomizer mostly, but... And that is the last boss, which was of course the intended first boss there for LakeDemon. And now we'll take a quick sojourn over to Turian, murder a brain in a jar and the resulting chicken, and then go home. It'll be great. So, as LakeDemon is making his way up towards Turian, let's take a quick look at the schedule. So, in the multi-category tournament, we've actually got 3 more races tonight. Well, and then 1 at midnight, so kind of 4 races tonight. At 8 o'clock, we've got Glausio Souza versus Sinan on SG4, which is where we are right now. At 9 o'clock, we've got 64-bit Link versus Tornado on SG6. At 10 o'clock, Cerberoth versus Gameaholic on SG5. And at midnight, we've got Guy Average versus our very own Ashdar on SG2. By our very own Ashdar, I mean, I don't know what I mean by that. He was in the chat, so I could mention him directly. Take that, Ashdar. That one did not get restreamed because I believe there was a question as to whether it was going to happen today anyway. I believe it did happen, but I do not know who won. Tracy Sanfrey won. LakeDemon now going to slowly but surely wait for the statues to go gray in the exact opposite order of the bosses that he murdered. Tracy providing the links. Thank you, Tracy. That link, and then that also gives the link to one of our sponsors, Megacat Studios. Check that out. And of course, Balls Garano. LakeDemon, now in Metroid rooms, finishes off Metroid room number 1, no problem. Has to burn 2 supers in Metroid room 2, but it's really no issue. Getting kind of heavy power bomb drops, weirdly enough. Ah, thank you, Kip. Kip dropping the challenge page. And, oh, speaking of, this is Swiss. This was well, I guess still technically is a race between 2, 3, and 1 runners. Of course, barring something very strange happening, LakeDemon will go to 4 and 1, and Andrew will drop to 3 and 2. Starts the pattern. Got a nice pattern going, and gets it. Nicely done. But still wants to refill energy, but it's still faster to skip the baby. Just because we'll want to stand-up glitch, and double ketchup hits will do ketchup hits do 400 damage each. One double ketchup hit means LakeDemon, I believe, died. Yes. Yeah. LakeDemon grabbing the pre-mother brain save. I like this because, as I mentioned, one double catch-up hit and LakeDemon. That's all she wrote. All right, LakeDemon going for the spring ball ice zeb skip instead of the first zeb. Which I thought you needed a spring ball to do that, but shows what I know. And has finished off Mother Brain 1, no problem. With the current beam combo, LakeDemon will only need 20 charge shots to finish off Mother Brain 2. But we'll need to be very wary of the catch-up. As the dastardly tomato-based projectile. I'm not sure if LakeDemon's going for the stand-up. And that's a death. I was very confused, and that's a death. But LakeDemon did grab the pre-Mother Brain save, so does not lose very much time at all. Not having quite as much luck with the gets it on the second try. Well, now. So 6 projectiles to break the glass, 3,000 damage to kill Mother Brain 1, but I believe 18 projectiles needed total. Regardless of how much damage you do. And here's Mother Brain 2 again. LakeDemon now cannot take a single catch-up hit. One catch-up equals death. Ooh. Narrowly dodges that catch-up. Has enough health to survive this. This still should be at least a 30-minute PB. Oh. Took another one. Previous PB, at least listed on the spreadsheet, is 219. Oh, I lost it. 219.24. Is going to go for the more standard first Zebetite Zeb skip. And makes it through no problem. Did turn off the screw attack to make that happen, but that's not really a problem. Alright. So, hopefully for LakeDemon, third time is a charm on Mother Brain 2. Has a ton of E-tanks, but having no suits, the health situation is funny. And that's what's gotten him these first two times. Ooh. Narrowly avoids that catch-up just because he was in iframes at the time. Alright, probably setting up for the stand-up again. Gets it. That is a perfectly performed stand-up glitch. The only thing he would have to worry about now is possibly getting locked to the floor if he's still on it when the baby disconnects. Doesn't get locked to the floor. The one other thing that I've had happen to me is if you jump too high while the baby's on you, the baby can get stuck in the ceiling and you can soft lock. It's not fun. Pretty well performed stand-up glitch. Looks like he needed about five shots. So LakeDemon now just has to escape Zebus in time. Gets the perfect 3-minute exit of Mother Brain's room. Will we see the animals get saved? Who knows? I do not know LakeDemon well enough to know whether they are the type of person that saves the animals or not. Makes it through the lead Doc's room without any trouble. Sparks up the climb. Says no thank you to the animals. And we in fact do have a dot done in first place. LakeDemon is finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 10 seconds. GG to LakeDemon, and GG to Andrew. We don't have a ton of time. I don't think we're going to get an interview because we've only got like 13 minutes before the next multi-cat race starts, and it's on SG4 as well. So I don't think we have time for interviews. But I will give one of my quick spiels once again. Give the runners a follow. They race on the internet for your enjoyment. You can at least follow them. You can follow me if you want to. I don't stream much, but, you know, it's up to you. And did we just lose sound? I don't know what happened to sound. Okay, we just lost sound. Oh, went to background sound because I hit done. That's why. Alright, so from everybody here at SpeedGaming and everybody from the Super Metroid multi-category tournament and all that good stuff, thank you all for joining us this evening. As I said, we have another race, Glaucio Souza versus Sinan, right here on SpeedGaming 4, starting in about 12 minutes. So yeah, so stick around. I'm sure the stream will go down and come back up, but still, stick around. It's, you know, there's more Super Metroid. There's a ton of it tonight. There's at 8 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, and at midnight. You should watch all of them if you can. You know, don't lose out on sleep or anything. But anyway, I've been the Cheese Reaver, your host, and I will wish you all a pleasant evening. And you know, have fun watching some more Super Metroid, everybody. GG.